Hey everybody, it's Sega CD Monday, and we're playing some Sega CD games. Starting off with the most 90s beats of all.
I love these beats.
The Microcosm CD audio soundtrack.
This is good. I like this. I like this a lot.
Alex actually asked if this was the Lunar soundtrack, because the last track sounded so much like, what was that, the dungeon music from Lunar?
Yeah.
Very 90s, the ultimate 90s machine, that's why we play it. So here we are, 1994 in the Sega CD's release history. Last time around we covered the final 1993 releases, those being Echo and Lunar. And now we're heading off into uncharted waters, 1994. Now, at this point in the Sega CD's history, we're like halfway through the library. There's something like 150 total releases in the US. Last week we hit 76, so we're exactly at the halfway point. So you may be thinking, oh man, 94, I bet Japan's really awesome at this point. Well, as it turns out, we have fewer than a dozen Japanese releases left to cover. Around this point, they were wrapping up. They were getting ready for the Sega Saturn. They wanted the Mega CD off the shelves. They wanted some space for Sega's next system.
She's like, get out of here, Sega CD. We don't need you anymore.
And in the US, the Sega CD's library really crystallized towards one particular genre, and that is the FMV game. So from now on in our weekly show, you're going to see at least one FMV game every week. That's our promise to you.
I'm excited.
You may also hear a crying cat in the background, who I'm going to tell to shut it. Shut it!
Be nice!
He knows what I mean. I'll give him treats afterward. As another bonus, geographically we are trapped between people loading up a pickup truck and people drilling into our walls in the neighboring duplex house. So if you hear any noise, get ready for that. Or it may be noise from within, because Microcosm takes place in the human body.
Ooh.
You ready to play this?
Yes. Also, thank you to Tepid Snake, resub 17 months in a row. Thank you. And they say, hey, I've been subbed this long. These Sega CD Monday streams are always a treasure. Keep going on, pals, for another combat. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Glad you enjoy them.
So Microcosm?
Yeah, Microcosm.
Oh, boy.
We'll get there. We'll cover every single Sega CD game. The end is in sight, though it's still several months away. I think we'll finish it by the end of the year, though. Then we gotta figure out some other system to play on Monday. Anyway, this is from the Amiga experts at Psygnosis.
Oh, I love them. The Owl Boys.
The Owl Boys, as we call them. Yep, made several landmark games for Amiga before branching out to console games. And this is one of their Sega CD games, Microcosm. This is inspired by an 80s movie called Inner Space.
Sure is.
What I didn't know, I've never seen Inner Space, and when I looked it up earlier today, it's apparently a comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was just like a sci-fi action movie, but I guess not.
No, you're thinking Osmosis Jones. That's serious.
Right,
one.
yeah, I get those mixed up. So this is less Osmosis Jones, more Inner Space. Our story takes place in the future, where cybertech is at war with Axiom.
I don't blame him. That guy has been taking way too much time away.
Yeah, seriously. He just distracts from the expertise in the on cinema at the cinema community.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad someone else is a big on cinema head in chat.
Shame he couldn't make the live show.
Tepid Snake has a Microcosm story. They say, I bought a Soul Star from a game shop, but it only had Black Hole Assault and Road Avenger in the box. I took it back and they let me swap it for something else, and I chose Microcosm. I chose poorly.
You could have chosen worse. There's worse games. But yeah.
Negative, command.
That sucks you didn't get Soul Star. That's a great game.
And Road Avenger.
Maintain your positions. You, make sure Sector 4 is clear. Yes, sir!
Alright.
That dude's into his job.
Status in your area. All clear.
Alright, you should go patrol the area and look for stuff, I guess. Yes, sir!
Hell yeah! I love to patrol.
Whoa!
I do like that they're just using black and white tones to get around the whole color shit.
I mean, probably a better choice than what many other people did here on Sega CD.
I think it looks nice and stylish, honestly.
Yeah, There's not all that graininess you usually associate with Sega CD.
It's a little grainy, but I think it works.
Get this thing out of here. You're too close.
Hey, get that massive helicopter out of my face, please.
Okay. Whoa, cool mech!
Damn, that thing is... I don't like the way it swings its arms around wildly.
Yeah, there's some nice attempts at compositing here. I mean, I shouldn't say attempts. There's some nice compositing here for 1994
Yeah.
Sega CD.
This whole scene was obviously well thought out and screenplayed and everything.
Look at this.
Personally, I prefer the stage adaptation. Where there's one guy going, I'm the helicopter, I'm the helicopter.
That's me.
The helicopter have the word militia on the side.
Real covert there, buddy.
I'm sorry, sir, did you say you wanted fries with that?
Their game?
At some point. Anyway, aside from all that, we're about to shrink down and enter a man.
Why?
Well, Dr. Knowles, are we ready? The injection. Ah, yes.
Eh.
Into the cephalic vein. Not having any second thoughts about this. Not getting a little nervous. Of course not. This was my idea in the first place. I want to get back at him for ignoring my brilliant ideas. Well, if that's the case, you won't mind me bringing a couple of friends in, just to make sure things run smoothly.
We're gonna have a party in this guy's body.
So are we mad at this guy? Is that why we're going in his body?
Yeah, there's two competing factions. One wants to
Gentlemen,
destroy this
hello
guy,
to
the
the
other wants
good
to save
doctor.
him.
Nobody else was supposed to be here. Security could easily have noticed them without my verification. Look, stop complaining
Why is this
and get on with the job in
dubbed?
hand. Then we can all go back to Axiom.
Probably originally in French.
I guess.
Y'all have guns. Well, okay. You have a way easier way of killing this guy. Instead of shrinking yourself down and going inside him. It's called bullets. My god, they shrunk down Axiom.
Oh no!
He's gonna play his terrible music inside my body.
God, no.
There you go, that's the story. Basically to say that these two corporations are at war. Overtly. It's happening in the background of this. But we're not going to see any of that, because we are going to shrink down and enter this dude's body to try and fend off all the, mafia? Militia members? Somebody?
Sounds good. Tepid Snake says, story is like bad guys injected the CEO with bad nanomachines, and then someone else injects a good nanomachine inside him to fix things.
Can't we just find a new CEO?
Yeah, I was gonna say, if the CEO sucks so much, you know, maybe part of his golden parachute is like, you must not inject me with nanomachines.
Yeah. Are we ready to go
We're
inside?
ready. Okay, I think the stream's adjusted. I think I adjusted the video well, so let's go.
Okay.
Let's get in this man's body. Get right on in there.
So this was a pretty big game for Sega CD, or at least they printed a lot of copies. So many so that they had to eventually bundle all the unsold copies with an unreleased game called Ultraverse Prime. And this copy of the game we're playing is the bundled version that came with our copy of Prime.
That's wild.
So if you wanted a game about a horrifically muscle-bound teen, and also a game about entering the human body, boy did the Sega CD have you covered.
Sega CD freaks only, please.
And here we are.
Oh, this is disgusting.
Yep.
Oh my god.
This is a FMV rail shooter where you are inside the human body. You got a whole bunch of weapons. The thing at the end is a smart bomb you can use to clear the screen. Now, I tried playing this last night and I got destroyed, and there's no checkpoints in this game. So I'll try and show off as much of this as I can, but it has been a good long time since I rented this game and beat it.
So this is listen, I think you're in a vein. I don't think you're in the man's colon. I know.
Oh, we're going there.
Are we going to the colon?
Yeah, we gotta flush him out. You know, you just gotta take care of a few things while we're in there.
Damn.
You don't want to know what the bad guys are trying to do down there.
They're trying to collect a shit?
It's CEO shit, man.
Listen, CEOs don't actually shit, they just have their feces surgically removed.
Uh-huh.
I hear that the former founder of Chipotle did that, like, once a week. He would have a weekly session of just, like, just someone going in, knife and, well, not knife and fork, that's different.
Just
scalpel.
Yeah, just clear them out.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we have a double shot now I can use. So, you see what the game's doing here. The backgrounds are FMV, the sprites are not part of the FMV, you just shoot them. It's in the vein of earlier Laserdisc games like Bega's Battle, Us vs. Them, and so on. Only it's now on Sega CD.
The same vein.
Ah, yeah. Mm-hmm. I was looking up cheats for this game, and I found a pretty interesting one I'm going to try out at some point. Apparently, if you get swarmed by enemies, they stay on the screen while the FMV continues, and they keep loading in new enemies. However, you can apparently stop the FMV by opening the Sega CD's lid and just finish off all the enemies before it has a chance to spawn new ones, because it's not playing the video. That sounds like a very interesting strat to me. Now, they said we were entering the cephalic region? What is that, the head?
I guess. I don't know, listen. All I know about the human body is
This dude's got spikes that pop up in his... Jeez.
Those are called antibodies, Danny.
Oh, okay. I'm not too familiar with the inner workings of the human body, I guess.
Yeah. So there was this was actually apparently originally developed for the FM Towns version.
Mm-hmm. This came out on FM Towns, Amiga CD32, 3DO. Really, this is probably the worst way to play this game, because Sega CD has a limited color palette.
Alright, everyone's like, we're playing Life Force now, this is Life Force.
Yeah, the pop-up spikes are straight from Life Force, which also has a biological theme.
This is what Jack Dorsey thinks his wellness diet is doing to his system.
Yeah, we're a bunch of fruits.
I like to eat air, thank you.
And sometimes you get these big set-piece bosses who are just like a giant FMV that you have to fight, and then it destroys you in a single hit.
You're so nonplussed at dying, you're just like, well, looks like I'm dying.
Appears this is it. I guess I'm gonna die in some dude's colon. Okay, it at least checkpointed you before the boss.
Well, that's nice at least. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of... You're gonna laugh because this is very on point for me. This reminds me of a long-gone Disney World ride.
Oh boy. Here we go. Oh, that took a shit ton of life. What the hell?
So there was a ride in Wonders of Life called Pavilion in Epcot. It's an Epcot ride, so you know I know about it. It was called Body Wars, and it was basically like Star Tours. It was just a motion theater ride, but you got injected into someone's body to, like, get some stuff out of them, and it was... apparently it gave people extreme motion sickness, especially at the part where you were, like, in their lungs and you were, like, moving along with their breathing and stuff. And yeah, they actually, is one of the only motion rides I've ever seen where they had to actually edit down the footage because too much of it was making too many people sick. But that ride is long gone, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem if it's making people ill.
To be fair, the part where you got, like, just rushed through the lungs sounded like it fucking sucked. Also, you're in Martin Short's body, if I recall.
Oh my god.
Martin Short was all over fucking Epcot at some... He still is! He's... Okay.
Alright, stage 1 beaten. We've killed Martin Short.
Mm-hmm. Martin Short is at the Canada Pavilion. He was at Wonders of Life during a movie where he explained how sex works.
Uh-huh.
He was in Cranium Command, if I recall.
Cranium Command.
Cranium Command is the ride where the robot child got stolen.
Here's the small Death Star that we have in each and every one of our bodies. Inside all humans is both a skeleton and a Death Star.
Yes, seems normal. Oh, Inner Space was in Martin Short's body. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's...
I guess Body Wars did not feature Martin Short, but... Martin Short, I'm just saying, he was like king of Epcot in the 90s. You just couldn't go 2 steps without Martin Short screaming at you.
appears I'm going to blow up.
You're dying.
Yeah, that's the core they refer to in workout routines. You gotta shoot it. This music's pretty groovin' for what it is. They call this the colon groove. I'm sorry, everyone. So I guess you could say this leverages the Sega CD's technology in a pretty unique way at this point. There were games that were somewhat similar to this, like Sylpheed, that used FMV backgrounds and was basically a vertically scrolling shooter. This one does the into-the-screen thing. And apparently this game was successful because they eventually made a sequel called Nova Storm.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, that was on Sega CD as well as PS1 and several other platforms. Look out, it's a pod. This game's presentation also really reminds me of the Lawnmower Man Sega CD game. Wouldn't be surprised if there was some crossover between staff there. This is the place for pods.
I love pods. Would you see that's where the cast of pods is? You get it? Cause podcasts and that's what people do.
Okay, I see.
That was a well thought out joke.
I see where you were going with that, yeah. Well, inside every man, as they say, is a fully functioning space station.
This is this is what happens when you inject testosterone.
Oh, now we're going into the colon.
I fucking love the techno colon.
Do you have any idea that all this shit was going on inside you this entire time?
Listen, they never taught me this in biology class.
Yeah, we have really complex corridors within us.
Open the pod bay doors and get right into my asshole.
Wow. Oh, they've upgraded our ship. We got new lasers now.
This is definitely the butthole, you're right.
It's not the butthole.
This is... Okay, fine. It's not... You're right. This isn't the colon.
They didn't plant a bomb in his butt.
It's the large intestines.
Yeah. What I find kind of strange about this game is that there aren't many cannon fodder enemies. Like, a lot of them take more than one hit, and they will stick around if you don't destroy them. So... While a lot of other games like this tend to focus on dodging enemies instead of destroying them, here you gotta destroy them, or else they will just stick around and form with other units, and it's a bad time.
Tepid Snake gives us 200 bits and says, 200 bits for the amount of times the word butt has been said. Oh, I can go more. 200 pride bits. Oh, those are good. That's right, it's pride, so you have to give bits to LGBT people, or else you're cursed with 7 years bad luck.
Yeah, no matter what they stream. Anyway, welcome to the butt. See, look at this. The dude just hovers in front of you, keeps shooting at you, and will not go away until he gets destroyed. And he takes several hits.
Nervous calls this pure moods, panpipe butts.
This is more of a relaxing vibe, this song. Just traveling through the human stalactites and stalagmites.
Thank you to Beatitude for Games, resubbed for butts. Thank you.
Thank you. Butts for all.
Who called this the pizza corridor? Because this definitely looks like a fucking...
You know, they say if you swallow a whole pizza, it never gets digested. It just lives in you. Like chewing gum.
I guess these are valves. Whatever. It's just like...
All this delicious cheese.
Honestly, I've eaten enough pizza that I could imagine that this is what my guts look like. Actually, I feel bad. I think my guts would look like Cheerios. I'm so sorry, but I can't stop eating Cheerios. Or maybe that's like lava. It's like cheese puffs.
Lost my life in the pizza region.
Do you think the nacho cheese dust on Doritos just gets stuck in your intestines like that? Like it just coats your inner walls?
You know, if that happened, I bet we wouldn't find out about it until like after 50 years when we do research on it. There's probably all kinds of snack foods that just like leave detritus within our bodies.
There's probably snack food that like changes our DNA and we're never gonna find out. Like,
you know those flamin' hot Cheetos? That's why the next wave of human mutations occurred.
fucking hell yeah! Little Debbie snack cakes. Listen, Little Debbie snack cakes cause depression. I'm sorry.
No, they cure depression.
Oh, you're right. I forgot. I just read their Twitter.
The brand is depressed. The people who eat them are not.
Chester Cheetah was human once. That's true. Okay, I heard about little Zan going to the hospital because of the flaming hot Cheetos. I still don't believe that. His name is Little Zan, and he looks like...
I think that was a dude who got too high and started to feel bad, and in his state, he attributed it to the flaming hot Cheetos.
Or he got high as, you know, I mean, his name is Little Zan, and he ate too many, he ate flaming hot Cheetos, but because he was so high, he ended up eating so much he had like a stomach ache, and he just went to the hospital because he's rich.
Yeah.
Could you imagine imagine being able to afford to go to the hospital because you ate too many flaming hot Cheetos. He is Little Xan as in Xanax, yes. He says that he does not do Xanax anymore, but... I mean, he's from Temecula, maybe.
So like, help, I ate too many flaming hot Cheetos! They were just like, no, that's a kidney stone. Sorry, there's a scientific explanation for this that doesn't involve Cheetos.
Hell yeah. I love all posts made by Broke Gang. Solidarity with Broke Gang.
Oh, I got a little helper ship now.
I like the colors here with the purple and the blue.
Yeah, it's neat.
I don't like the flaming hot... I don't like going through Lil Xan's intestines here.
Yeah. Oh, man. Is this where the game gets too tough for me?
Maybe.
Am I gonna have to start cheating?
Are there cheats for this
Someone
game?
needs to shoo that cat away from our door.
Should I just go outside, get him his treat, and he'll leave us alone?
No. Oh no, the CEO. I know, Buttons, it's so sad.
So, should I tell the chat why the cat's complaining?
This is the time when Alex usually goes outside and gets our cat Buttons a couple of blades of grass, because that's his routine. He loves eating grass, straight from the yard. I don't know why.
He prefers that I bring it to him than he go outside and find blades of grass to eat, which is fair. It's healthy for cats. We don't,
Another dead CEO.
Nice. We don't use, it's fine. It's just normal-ass grass. I'm not gonna let him outside. I'm not interrupting the stream to get him a blade of grass. He will be fine.
Let's try entering a password.
Okay.
And we'll do that super top secret cheat. Oh, there's the code for the lung. Make sure you write that down.
Yeah, Buns is a big Walt Whitman fan.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I need to figure out how the people at GameFAQs rendered these passwords. 6420, huh?
Good cat names in chat. We've got Bisque. We've got, what was that? Borscht? And I know there's a cat in here named Peanut. Who else has got a cat named after food? Give us your food cat names. Food cat names. Rise up.
Sphere connected to 6 smaller spheres, says one of the passwords.
Soap is a good name for a cat.
Well, this is connected to 4. This is 6 spheres, but they're not connected to any larger sphere.
Cambot's a good name.
Okay, the people making these passwords just don't know how to count.
Fair enough. It's GameFAQs. Yeah, Pink Jelly is also a good name. Of course. Aw, you got a cat named Sugar. It's so cute.
Aw.
My voice is cracking up over it. Also, this is an Ava suit, huh?
Permission denied. Sega CD now self-destructing. Let's try a different password.
We got Toby. We got Alice. We got Shadow, Bandit, Boomer. Oh, these are all great cat names.
All cats are welcome. Sphere, surrounded to 6 smaller spheres.
Got a cat named Bunny, a cat named Mitten. All cats are beautiful, yes, a cab.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so once your permission is denied, it doesn't let you just back out. It cuts out right to the game when it loads from the BIOS, so you have to rewatch all this shit as punishment for not writing down the codes, which are actually a complex series of molecular symbols.
I'm gonna shoot him again.
Okay. Kick him.
I would never, Danny! What the
Alright.
fuck? He barely lets me pet him.
Alright, this other password... Okay, let me read you verbatim what this other password page says. It says the password is Chase, Syringe, Heart, Bottle, Head. So... Oh my god, the password screen times out if you don't enter the password fast enough.
Anybody naming their cat Psygnosis? A cat named Tycho. Got a cat named Kowski. Not putting the cat on the mic.
He's already been on the mic. Okay, I'm gonna try one more password before... Assuming none of the passwords in this game work. If anyone can link me to a collection of passwords that are actually working and not written by GameFAQs people, that would be nice. 2H06.
Got a cat named Aslan, a cat named Corona. All good cats.
Oh, that's the 6-sphere one. Well, whatever.
This sucks, Danny. I'm sorry.
H is... Why would you do this? What's wrong with letters? When did letters go out of style?
When did this, letters, become better than this? Horrible symbols you can't understand.
Did I do it? Okay, here we are.
Whoa, this music!
Yeah, this is late in the game where you eject from your ship and you're just a dude. You're an astronaut. Emphasis on ass.
Information Society is here.
Alex is trying to mix it two fictional turntables right now.
Of course.
Oh, we're at the last boss. Okay, welcome to the last boss of Microcosm, because that's the only password I could get to work.
Guy looks... Is this the brain? Are you in the brain?
Maybe it's an evil brain. Maybe they wanted to replace his good brain with an evil brain.
So he's a good CEO, you're saying?
Right.
Okay, well, it is fantasy.
Yeah. They couldn't have that, obviously. Oh boy, you gotta hit him when his mouth is open.
This guy sucks, sorry.
Okay, your controls in the spacesuit are way worse than the ship. I've noticed that. The different ships you get, they all have different control schemes as well as interfaces. So they tried to make things a little bit different for you. Wait, is that his life meter on the left?
I think so.
Oh god, I hope
It's going down. Also, watch out, he does have a one-hit kill attack, so...
Oh, good. That's just what this game needs.
Honestly, I agree.
Okay, took off 1/4 of his health.
Good. You're doing good. This guy just keeps tossing candy at you.
Mm-hmm.
Like that nasty hard candy that you never eat. Okay, interesting.
What's that?
That's you being like, yeah.
Oh, this is tedious, is what that guy was thinking. I think that was to mask the looping, at which point the FMV loops. It's pretty
Okay,
cool.
so most of the music here is by Tim Wright, and while the FM Towns and DOS versions of this game feature Yes's Rick Wakeman,
Whoa!
but the score is replaced in other versions. Also, Kitty Whippins mentioned that, speaking of Information Society, did not know this, but Kurt from Information Society worked on a few video games you may have heard of, including X-Men 2, Clone Wars,
Uh-huh.
Balls 3D, and Gex Enter the Gecko.
Oh my god.
Thank you for the info.
The
That's
Gex
amazing.
connection. I'm not gonna beat this guy, am I?
Yes. Maybe not. This guy sucks anyway, so who cares?
What if I ejected the disc right now?
What if you did that? And he closed the CD door.
No.
The CD door is open, everybody. I'm looking at it.
Wow, is this all this dude's animations loaded into RAM? That's impressive. That's a big-ass FMV thing. Unfortunately, open the door does not get rid of his bullets. Man, they kept this whole sequence in RAM. Oh! No, come on, let me hit him. Oh!
Are you cheesing it?
This actually works! Yeah! Suck it, boss. You stupid asshole.
Danny!
Who's the asshole now? It's me.
Well,
I don't know if it'll actually load the ending FMV now, but
fucking do it.
that's one way to beat the final boss. Well, if nothing else on our list, I can claim to have finished Microcosm.
Finish.
Quote-unquote finish. Sure, you didn't see half the levels. Sure, the game wouldn't load the final FMV. But at least you got to see most of it.
Thank you, Real Soviet Bear. They resubscribed 23 months in a row. Don't know why, but thank you. Honestly, I think it was they were just proud of your pro strat there.
Good, thank you. Well, that's it. That's Microcosm for Sega CD. I'm gonna chase the cat away.
He's good. He's not even by the door. He's like in the living room. Well, while Danny's on Cat Patrol, thank you again to everyone supporting us. Hoping everybody's having a good Pride Month. Hoping your Pride is...
I'm proud of the fact we could beat Microcosm without cheating.
Mm-hmm. I think you and I are the first LGBT2... LGBT2? That's right!
There's a
LGBT2! Yes, that's us. LGBT2. We're stronger... Well, no. Faster? No. Better? No. We're just a sequel.
Yeah.
We're just a sequel. 25 bits from Bad Idea, thank you. That'll go towards our LGBT2 fund. Yes, LGBT2 with new elves!
Yep, 2.0. Alright, next up, we got a game called Monger. This also came out in January 94. This actually had a Genesis game. I don't know what's improved about this version, but we're gonna find out.
Got 100 bits from Nervous who says, congratulations, you destroyed the human body. You are great. We are great.
Yeah, take that, body. The last non-android body in the world. We destroyed it.
Are we playing Detroit or something?
I wish we were. No, instead we're playing a game by Bullfrog.
Do you really wish we were playing Detroit?
Kinda.
Don't curse us with that. Don't put that evil on me.
Now, once again, this is another company that is much better known to folks in the UK and Europe. Bullfrog.
Sprites with a Y!
Bullfrog is Peter Molyneux's company, and this is a follow-up to Populous, as well as Populous 2. Pretty sure this was their big thing on the Amiga at this time. And good old EA brought it to Sega CD.
Thank you for the 100 bits, Broken Scholar. I saw that one of the graphic designers is named Smoke, and that fucking kicks ass.
Just Smoke.
Just Smoke.
Smoke from Mortal Kombat. Did I miss Molyneux's name? Is this not a Molyneux project?
Yeah.
Power Monger.
It's about mongering power, Danny.
Mm-hmm. What do you monger?
Oh, God. Snack foods and coffee, usually.
Oh, same. Well, this is exclusive to Sega CD, as well as probably other CD-based systems.
This looks good.
Welcome to medieval Fantasyland.
This guy has too much fucking gold, I'm just gonna say it. We need to take this guy. Oh my god! He heard me!
This meeting with the king is not going well.
Oh, King's pissed.
He doesn't seem very happy. No, we're not very happy either.
Are we gonna...
Right back at you, King.
Is there any dialogue or text or...
No.
Okay.
You can read the expressions on their faces.
Cool
Oh,
sword.
the sword's got blood on it. We will be avenged.
This is cool. Is this non-licensed Dune? Kind of.
It looks very much like Dune.
You gonna let battle commence, Danny?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hell yeah.
I'm completely unfamiliar with this game as well as Populous, so I'm probably not going to get very far, but our goal is to showcase these games, not complete them. Hopefully we can at least have a good showing of Power Monger.
So do we suck? Does the king suck? Who's the villain here? Like, who's the actual villain?
I don't know. What kind of music is
This
this?
music kicks ass!
Oh, we're heading towards Scrooge's money bin.
Okay, this is apparently the only CD version of this game, and
Oh, really? Okay. Well, this may be the definitive version of this game.
and you know how I was losing my shit at Sprite spelled with a Y? That's actually the porting company for this game. They're the ones who ported it.
Okay. So that's why we didn't see Molyneux's name on it.
Sprites, that's so good.
Let's generate that world data. Here comes the world. Looked ripe for the taking. Simple tower completed. We settled down to plan our conquest.
I don't want a conquest.
Reconnaissance showed that the city of Maybury and the rebel fishing hamlet of Barbary lay north of our base. Those fishing rebels. To the east, there's a deserted enemy tower. The people who are in the tower, they're on the field now.
Mm-hmm.
And the evil Jane III launched an attack upon our lord's peaceful subjects. Man, a lot of stuff's happening before we even get to play.
So,
Meanwhile, a fifth faction competes for power.
It's too cold for the soldiers.
Man, Game of Thrones is boring. Oh, anyway, there was a battle. We're not going to show it. You're not going to get to participate. But neither side won. That's the important part. Oh, it's snowing in here.
Cool!
This sure is a great battle I'm learning about.
I guess this is that lore we were wanting.
Stupid vagabond army. They've been decimated.
That sucks. Rip that army. Rip the citizens of Mayberry.
What's that guy doing over there? He's just like hanging out at the bar.
Yeah, like, what are we doing?
Oh, I see what they're going for here. It's like the strategy game is at a table, like a board game, and they're two large figures watching over it. Okay, I know what we must do at any cost. He's just chewing his gum over there. Yep.
So what do we do now?
Well...
Can you move your controller?
Oh, I have a cursor now.
Yeah. Can it move?
No.
Does this require the mouse?
That would be foolish. And yet, it should let me control it. I could control it a second ago when the menus were popping up. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, my name is... Lord Byron.
That's cool. They're gonna be Lord Baby.
The king of the poets. I'm also Lord Baby. It's Conquest. Yeah, Lord BBH. He's a natural for this. Oh
All
my
right,
god. Oh
fun.
shit. Oh. I gotta take over this whole place.
Oh, this sucks.
Oh, it's like Pangea threw up.
God, it keeps going.
Well, gotta start somewhere.
This does look like vomit.
Oh no, we're in Starflight. The game that takes 1,000,000 years to beat.
Is this procedural? Procedural? It's this again.
Bow, 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 bow.
It's your... It sounds like the 10 o'clock news in a fantasy realm. This is your barbarian news.
Well, folks, the old plague is back in town. That's right, the Black Plague has made its long-awaited return to Camelot.
It's board game night at Molly News House. We're not leaving until everyone has taken their 8-hour turns.
You have to physically build your character out of cardboard. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm pretty fast. Got 26 troops. The captain has a surplus of nothing. The troops are carrying nothing. Well...
Are we calling Lord Byron a fuckboy? Is that where we're at today? Like the actual Lord Byron?
Lord Byron would never.
What did he say?
Yeah, send him over there. There. Y'all, I don't know how to play this game. I don't own this game, so I don't have the manual, and I think you need a manual. So you control your troops using... Look at these number of icons. Just look at them. You can't even count how many there are. Numbers don't exist that high. Okay, so we're gonna... Oh, I found a dude. There's a dude coming up to our castle. Does he want to sell us something? Oh, we let him in.
Yeah, he seemed fine.
We're friends. Oh, here comes another dude. Oh, we got so many friends.
He made a cool jumpy noise. I fucking love the soundscape in it. Are we dying? What happened to our gate? Should we have not let those guys in?
Well, I announced that we were having a day one opening sale, and everyone who came got a free Funko Pop. And that's why we got mobbed.
I guess.
Where's this guy going? He's like, oh, my business is done here.
He doesn't want a Funko Pop.
Oh, I'm not going to get very far in this game, but this is what Power Monger looks like. It is a successor to Populous, if that's your thing. Here it is on Sega CD with bonus animations, but not voices.
It's weird. The manual is 70 pages long, by the way.
That's not surprising. Yeah, this does indeed appear to be a very complex game. Not for us. We are simple folk. I like games where you're a ship and you shoot other ships.
I like that too.
I like games where you're a dude and you punch other dudes. but not on this scale. I'm more for the one-on-one thing, you know? The feel of yourself punching a dude in the face instead of 20,000 people punching other people in the face. That's too much. It's just too much, Molyneux. We can't handle it.
Come on, make it simple.
I'll tell you what's simpler than this. A nice side-scroller.
Oh, hell yeah.
Guy by the name of Puggsy.
Oh, I love that guy.
Now, we have played this game before on Mascot Friday, but I want to give more of a showing to it, since this is the Sega CD one. Hopefully there's a code to unlock all the levels, because there's a couple of bosses that are exclusive to the Sega CD one, and they actually integrate FMV, believe it or not. That's something that I'm not sure any other game did on Sega CD, at least not platformers. So we got some Puggsy fans, some Pugheads.
I think so. He's got some folks who rented it. Arnold Member says, Puggsy is nice.
Puggsy is nice. This is a Traveler's Tales puzzle platformer from
More
Psygnosis.
God.
That's a lot of P's.
Psygnosis side, whatever. Get that owl out of here. What are you gonna do, attack my house? Get out of here, owl.
Oh, here comes a very early Traveler's Tales logo.
I love that! Wow! That's like a 2010 YouTuber intro.
Yeah.
Great!
Some 10-year-old's gonna step out and be like, this is my video. So this game was programmed by a guy named John Burton, who is somewhat of a wizard with regards to technology back then. This intro uses 256 colors, which was not possible on Sega CD, except through his feats of programming. You can kind of see in the overscan where the game is constantly loading and unloading different colors. That's how it maintains the illusion of there being more than 64. Oh no, wait, you can't see it in the overscan on the screen. Never mind. That's just for us.
Mm-hmm.
So where'd Puggsy come from?
I'm assuming space.
Yeah, he's from space. But look out, there are space pirates. Not from the American Laser Games game. These are different space pirates. Anyway, they're going to shrink down and enter Puggsy's body. Level 1 takes place in the colon.
Of course, of course. Let's see. Apparently, Matt Furnace did some music for this game, and some of the tracks in this game are actually sourced from the canceled SNES port that was going to come out of Puggsy.
Oh, man. Puggsy should have been on SNES.
Actually, I agree.
And there are Easter eggs in the cart version. There is one referencing John Burton's Christianity, about how Jesus is cool. There's another one about how pirating games is bad, and if you're gonna pirate games, you're gonna go to hell. So either believe in Jesus or pirate games, the choice is yours.
Yeah, Tepid Snake mentioned the anti-piracy stuff. I'm gonna load that up real quick.
One thing I didn't know, I was looking into this a few days ago. When that pirate message comes up, it apparently loads the scariest music track in the game, and a lot of kids were traumatized by it, apparently, judging by YouTube comments. Like, oh, you thought you could get away with pirating Genesis games and they couldn't say anything to you. Well, we know you. We know who you are, and we're gonna play this scary music. Oh no, they shot Toe Jam and Earl's ship.
Shouldn't have been in this part of space. Get out of here. Go back to Earth or whatever. Go back to Funkatron.
Yeah, going to hell with broken legs. Yeah, because of the Matt Furnace connection. John Burton's like, believe in Jesus, and Matt Furnace is like, yeah, or I'll break your legs.
They would make a dream teen preacher team.
And that's a promise.
Wait. A Christian Marilyn Manson alike?
Wow, I want to hear what that's like.
I know that, I believe that exists. I know that exists, but I just... No way he worked... Okay, hold on. Is Haven Call of the King religious? Because that name makes it feel religious.
Oh, canceled trilogy. This is something I have to dive into.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, well, that concludes nap time with Puggsy. Technically, very fascinating intro, but in terms of content, not all that interesting, sorry to say. Are there passwords in this game? That's the important part.
Oh, the storyline was written to be an allegory of the Christian gospel? Oh, good lord.
What? Oh my god. Oh, jeez. Puggsy. Puggsy, you really need this many numbers? Well, let's get to work. 600, 276. Wait. 600. During this time, please tell us your favorite Puggsy memories. Whether it's that time that your mom got you a Puggsy doll from Toys R Us, or that time Puggsy went to visit your elementary school, told you not to do drugs.
Puggsy actually came to my school with a bunch of other puppets to tell me about stranger danger and why I shouldn't smoke. In particular, he told me why I shouldn't smoke, but
Oh yeah, and he had those other puppet friends like Peanut. He was pretty funny, and the jalapeno on a stick.
Danny, Jeff Dunham did not tell you not to smoke, and you know it.
No, he was just being a dickhead.
Yeah.
He did visit our elementary school though.
Yeah, Danny's elementary school actually had Jeff Dunham come by, and I guess
It was something from my childhood I'd completely forgotten until I watched Comedy Central like 20 years later, and I was like, oh my god, it's that horrible purple puppet. I completely blocked out that time in my youth when that guy came to the elementary school, but... That's right, I was a Jeff Dunham fan before it was cool.
What's wrong? Okay, Danny says that, but I have a question, Danny. How many mimes came to your school?
Mimes?
Yes.
None.
Okay, because when I went to different elementary schools, because I went to a bunch of different schools as a kid, I swear to God, at least once a year, or twice, like once every 2 years, I'd have to see a fucking mime. There would always be a mime that would come by, and sometimes it was a husband and wife mime, sometimes it was a mime team of another kind, but...
Alright,
what?
So before we continue Alex's
Okay,
mime story...
Of course.
The bosses in this game are the real star of the Sega CD one because they've all been modified to use the system's hardware, either through FMV or like this one is just hardware scaling and rotation. Anyway, please tell us about your mimes.
Well, so the one mime thing I remember with the husband and wife team was because I was in elementary school whose cafeteria/auditorium, the water heater exploded and it kind of exploded, so we didn't have one for a long while. So to go see presentations, we would have to basically be bused to another school.
Wow.
This wasn't a private school, this was a public school, by the way. And so I remember going to another elementary school that did not have the space for us and these other kids to watch this mime team that was like doing a lot of 90s mime humor. I can't describe it.
90s mime humor.
And I just remember them being really, really...
Man. 90s mime humor.
I don't know how to mention this, but it was the first time I'd ever thought to myself, these mimes seem stuck up and full of themselves. Okay, I just want to say I love this guy.
Speaking of stuck up and full of themselves, we got this guy, this badger-looking guy. He wants to cause trouble for Puggsy. Now, I know I'm kind of skipping things by going direct to the bosses instead of the levels, but basically this is a physics-based puzzle game, and the bosses follow suit. They're all kind of puzzly.
By edgy, I meant it was very self-referential. There was a lot of talking for a mime show. There was a lot of talking about how mimes don't talk, you know. I don't know. It was hard to describe, but it was very meta in a 90s way.
Dude, this boss is complex as hell.
He is tossing so much shit at you.
I assume I have to hook the bags of oats he's throwing at us. Okay, this one controls the left to right movement of the thing. This one controls, it just makes it go left. I was able to make it go down before, but not anymore.
I think you have to control those things on the side to make it go different directions.
Okay,
It's
well,
weird.
I don't like this.
To be fair, you aren't, as chat mentioned, you are invading this guy's space.
Oh,
That's
true.
trying to work.
He's just, yeah, he was doing his own little badger experiments, and I ruined everything. So let's leave him alone.
Rip.
Yeah, I'm not doing an especially good showcase of this game, but if you wanted to see more details about it, we did cover it on Mascot Friday, where we ranked it. Let's see Dark Skull.
We didn't have a lot of pep rallies until high school, but all I remember in high school is that someone stole the quote-unquote spirit stick, which was just a cardboard tube painted in glitter that they would pass around during pep rallies, and like different groups would have to scream when they held it. And anyways, someone stole or broke the spirit stick, and I remember the guidance counselor just losing it and screaming because the spirit stick...
It is pretty disturbing. It's the thing that keeps the school safe.
It was a fucking thing of... It was like a cardboard paper towel tube that someone had spray painted in glitter, and...
That's beautiful.
No one cared that the spirit stick was broken or was stolen or whatever because it's a fucking cardboard tube, but the guidance counselor...
I can't hurt this guy.
She was pissed.
Y'all, I'm terrible at Puggsy. Okay, surely the FMV bosses are under Guardians, right? They wouldn't just make those special... Fireheart.
Okay. Oh my god! Pride Month is awesome. That dragon is the representation I deserve.
He walks around on his little tippy toes.
And he just goes, ooh. He just barely spits at you.
And he's like, ooh, have some of this red mist.
I love this guy.
Yeah, that hurts. But... I don't know how to hurt this dragon. Maybe if I played the game, I would have the context for that. I'm starting to think the FMV bosses aren't part of this. And that makes me the pissed off gamer.
I'm sorry, babe.
Oh, here we go. Yep, here's one of them. So this integrates FMV with actual platforming. I'm moving around here, and there's an FMV going on. Usually you'd see this for shooters, but never for a platformer as far as I know.
This is interesting.
And this is actually integrated with the FMV because this guy pops up spikes that you have to avoid. It's Final Fantasy VII before there was a Final Fantasy VII. Except better, because it's Puggsy. Then stomp on him.
How do you hit him?
That's a good question. Maybe you just have to survive.
Maybe.
I noticed they had to sacrifice things like the UI, the life meters, just to make this work. What's he doing?
He's getting mad at you.
Oh, damn it, he poked me. I got poked. Well, there you go. That's one of the Sega CD exclusive bosses. Let's see if we can find another one.
Chat being cursed, gonna ignore it. This boss looks cool.
Yeah, this one's cool. Oh, this one's easy. You just gotta pick up a fish and throw it at him. See, that's the complexity I can handle. If you give me anything more complex than throwing a fish at a dude, I'm just gonna throw my hands up in the air.
We are being told to try the beach.
Okay, we'll do the beach one.
Why are you all Okay, I thought if I ignored it, it would stop, but it's getting more cursed, so I must address it.
Okay.
Puggsy is... I'm going to say, as someone with a uterus, I don't think Puggsy is a uterus. Puggsy is not a uterus. Please stop.
He's a butt plug. Duh.
God! No! Don't put that in... No! That Friday feeling indeed. Absolutely not, you monsters.
It's Monday. We gotta ramp things up to Friday. Come on.
Ugh.
Alright, well, the beach boss isn't FMV either. Maybe there's just one FMV boss in the game, and I've been talking this up like it's a feature.
Well, Smebble Bear is calling him Puggsy, so you're dead. Dude.
Okay. Yep, it all comes together.
Also, yeah, I've seen... Thank you for everyone who's seen the latest episode of PlayStation Year 1. The PlayStation Year 0, I should say. Thank you for watching it. Hope you all like it. If you don't like it, that's cool too.
Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. We spent a lot of time on it.
Everyone's here. Yeah, Buttons is mad that I'm not outside bringing him, basically doing a grass delivery service for him.
You are his grass delivery servant.
I am! Like, he used to go outside to get the grass, and when he realized that I will just bring him blades of grass to chew on inside, he's just like, no.
Alright, I beat a couple of bosses in Puggsy. Only one of them's FMV, despite what I promised. I'm sorry, everyone.
That's enough FMV, you know.
But let's go play the actual game now. The hell noise was that?
He wants grass!
He moved his mouth up to the door to make that noise.
He wants grass more than anything.
Let's go to the Badger Mill.
Think there are badgers in there?
Probably. Alright, now here is what Puggsy should be. A prototypical Mickey Mania style game, but with more puzzles. In fact, the whole game is pretty much puzzle solving. It's got this complex physics system that makes you able to stack things, as well as bounce things off other things. Like here, you probably have to cut the rope to make the weight fall here and to get the key. But the evil stalks of wheat are going to kill you.
Looks like there's a gun next to that stalk of wheat.
I'll take that.
Oh my god, he's armed.
Yeah, imagine that. A butt plug with a gun.
That's my worst nightmare!
So it's cool. You can aim and shoot these different weapons. They all have different utilities. After you're out of ammo, you can just toss them and use them like any other physical object in the game.
What's that item? Microphone?
Not really sure. That's really the core challenge to this game, figuring out what all the elements in the level, first of all, are, and second of all, how you can use them to solve whatever puzzle's in your way.
You have so much wheat.
Alright, well, there's the lock over there, so we gotta get the key. Oh yeah, that's a cool move, too.
Oh.
It's because of the bouncy physics in this
It's very
game.
slick.
Okay, we have a carrot. We have a empty gun. We have a... Oh, maybe I can just do this.
That's a carrot?
Yes. A mummified carrot.
Let's see. Chat says a gun could be a butt plug too. Hey, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say no. No. For Pride Month, do not do that.
Let's play another level. We're just jumping around the old Puggsy.
Oh, it's a torch. The thing was a torch that you needed to light on fire and burn the rope.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go to Dark Skull Castle.
Well,
That makes sense.
you're right, Blab. We are dinguses, but
We're total dinguses. I should make more of an effort to learn Puggsy. I'd like to do a long play someday.
gonna be a all Puggsy streamer.
Because every level is different. They all have different puzzles. It's not your typical side-scrolling thing.
Ugh.
Oh, up there. There, I tossed the thing into the fire. Now I've tossed Puggsy into the fire.
Pugsy's dead.
Would a dingus do that? Yes. Yes, he would.
I was gonna say probably that's like the first thing a dingus would do. I like that weird dragon. Goodbye, weird dragon.
Let's explore one more level and then we'll move on. Puggsy ranked pretty well in our list. We tend to like the more inventive games, the games that do something a little bit different. And this one really suits that, I think. Though this is a game you have to, you gotta get used to. It's not like some Mario where you can just hold right and win. It's a game that makes you use your brain. Like here, the puzzle is use gun on enemy. Check it out. Got him. Puzzle solved.
I mean, that's one way to solve a puzzle.
Yeah, you just gotta blow him away. Here you can cleverly use your gun to climb. A skill a lot of mountain climbers possess.
That's why guns are so popular.
Mm-hmm.
You all use them to climb.
The sheer utility, you know?
I use my gun to climb a mountain. I use it to stir my soup.
Chop vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this hummingbird is making a ruckus there.
Yeah, I'm seeing two people saying "getting over it" with Puggsy.
Oh god, that is what this is.
Puggsy presents sexy hiking.
Puggsy invented flash games. There was some kind of air. There's a wind here that's keeping me from climbing. Maybe there's something down here I can shoot now. Oh. I don't know what that did.
True enough. Sexy hiking was a game maker game. Thank you very much.
Oh, it was. You're right. Yeah, you got me.
That's skull.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing with the skull?
I'm thinking maybe the wind gods want it.
Okay.
The wind gods who are pushing up against me. No, go, do the...
Okay.
Puggsy masters are watching me play and just being like, God, what an idiot.
You're doing good.
Like trying to watch a dude hammer a nail with a screwdriver. Oh, I offered him the skull! Come
You
on!
don't want it. Puggsy has a Wiz and Liz level, apparently.
Yes, it does. The creators of Puggsy and Wiz and Liz were apparently at odds with one another, and you can find caricatures of the developers in both games. I think Wiz and Liz actually has John Burton up in stocks, and you throw tomatoes at him.
What the
Like
fuck?
they were not fans.
Do you think he kept trying to convert like Wiz and Liz to Christianity and was
Maybe.
mad about their paganism?
Look, I'm saying Wiz and Liz, Harry Potter, it's all bad for our kids. Good lord, there's a lot of levels in Puggsy.
There sure are.
How about the Raklantis maze? Is that Atlantis for raccoons?
God, I hope so.
Ah, Raccoon Atlantis.
Dare I dream? Whole underwater society of trash cans and dumpsters.
Oh, they've got the Triforce here.
Oh, nice.
And I've got a present. I'm gonna give it to the Raccoon King.
Good. They'll accept you.
Excuse me, I'm Puggsy. I'm looking to give your king a present.
You know what's in that present? The greatest gift of all. The word of our Lord and Savior.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Look, Puggsy. There's a time and a place.
Oil never stop evangelizing.
Yeah, Puggsy sounds exactly like a British carriage driver.
Oi do. Sorry to everyone from the UK in the audience.
No, now you just sound like Dick Van Dyke from from Mary Poppins.
That is the most accurate voice on MHO.
There ain't no one here. Someone's having a larf on old Puggsy. Well, now that we've offended our entire audience, we should move on.
We should. You can all do your Texas accents in chat to make fun of us. It's fine. What's next, baby?
We're going back to FMV. I've tried puzzle platformers. They don't click. I don't got the brain power. What I do have the brain power for is FMV games. And what better game to celebrate that than the original, the best, Dragon's Lair? And you'd think this would be one of the first games they released for Sega CD, but no. It took the IP owners ReadySoft quite some time to get these games ready for the current crop of consoles. And when they did, they brought it out on everything. 3DO, Jaguar CD, CDI, all the systems had these games. Including our old Sega CD. And this version is... well, you'll see.
Let's see, chat saying, y'all, yeehaw, barbecue cowboys, big hats, Bass Pro Shops pyramids.
That's us. Praise the Bass Pro Shops pyramid.
Quest to rescue the fair princess.
Don't know about these colors, Danny.
You control the actions of a daring adventurer finding his way through the castle of a dark wizard who has enchanted it with treacherous monsters and obstacles. In the mysterious caverns below the castle, your odyssey continues against the awesome forces that oppose your efforts to reach the dragon's lair. Lead on, adventurer. Your quest awaits.
So yeah, they didn't have the color expanding prowess of Puggsy. I almost called him Bubsy. Bubsy has some extra colors too, but yeah, these guys, they're just working with the old Sega CD 64 color palette, and the game, it plays very strangely. Some levels are really easy with inputs, others are real precise, and this one, the first scene, is the most precise. Okay, I actually had to practice this last night. You have to swing your sword at precisely the right time, and during your sword swing you have to hit up. If you hit it before or after, you won't beat the level. Like, you have to push it right there. There you go. This will take you a few tries. And in fact, this game was so difficult to play, mechanics-wise, that the Mega CD Japanese one was packaged with a strategy guide.
Oh, wow.
It actually had to tell you the right timing for the intro sequence, otherwise nobody would be able to figure it out. You gotta hit B as they approach, and then up during the swipe, and that's how you do it. If you button mash, you will fail. Which is kind of unfortunate, because I believe the original arcade game allowed you to mash.
So, Danny, what's better, this or Brain Dead 13?
This. A million times this.
Chat's praising Brain Dead 13 for being interesting, so I just want to say we are not Brain Dead 13 fans in this house.
It's interesting, alright. I like their setup. I like the idea of an open-ended FMV game, but their execution could not have been worse, in my opinion. Which is unfortunate, because ReadySoft built up their funding off of ports of games like this. And Brain Dead 13 was their big, exclusive original. They wouldn't have to pay money to Don Bluth. It was just going to be all gravy, and then nobody bought that game. But at least we got Dragon's Lair. This version does give you continues, but it sets you back to a checkpoint if you ever die. Some of the checkpoints are nice, some are not.
Hey Danny, these input things look really fucking hard.
They are. This scene is a nightmare. Like, you have to hit right at the certain time. Or else that happens.
Ugh.
I tried to tap multiple times, and I have to get myself out of that habit. You have to do really precise, decisive inputs. You push it once and then never again. There we go. Oh shit. Well, prepare to see Dirk get killed a few more times. That's what we came here for. Now down, and then to the left, and then up, I think. There we go.
Nice.
See, Buttons? I did it.
We are doing well, Buttons. Buttons, I will get you your grass after the show.
Oh, shit. Slimed.
Gross.
At least this plays pretty fast. There's very little downtime between when you get killed and when your next turn is. Oh, shit.
Buttons hates being fussed over, but he does love eating grass, so we will get him grass. Okay. Yeah, donate 25 bits, and I will give Buttons a plate of grass. I was gonna do it anyway.
To the right, maybe? No, you gotta hit the button again. Also, this version is very truncated with regards to scenes, like it'll cut them off very abruptly.
Oh, we got 25 bits. Alright, we're getting one blade of grass for Buttons. Thank you, bad idea.
You wanna go do that right now?
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay. Folks, I'm getting him the grass.
Alex is going outside and getting the cat some grass, so he will shut the fuck up.
I'm putting on shoes to do it, too.
Alright, but hurry it up.
Okay.
Anyway, this is the start of my 1 credit clear, while the cat is getting grass. Starting now. There's a guaranteed 1 CC. You gotta right. Okay, guaranteed 1 CC after that death, because it was unfair. Really, I don't know how this game plays. I've played ports of so many FMV games, and this one, for whatever reason, some sequences are super precise, and some are pretty lenient as far as that kind of thing goes. I just do not get this game. Original arcade Dragon's Lair, by comparison, much easier to play, much more consistent. It's the inconsistency that kills me, I guess. Oh, it's way harder than the arcade one. The arcade one is lenient compared to this. Like, this version, even if you do know the steps to take and what to do, you won't always succeed because of the timing element. Really unfortunate. And then, with Space Ace for Sega CD, they went way too far in the other side of difficulty. In that game, you could just rotate the D-pad and hit the fire button over and over again, and you would pass every scene, because it would detect all your button presses as being correct. What I'm saying is, don't play these games on Sega CD. Shit. Man, that's like 20 deaths in the space of 2 minutes. That's value.
Okay.
PS4 did get a physical of this recently through Limited Run Games.
Oh, cool.
The Dragon's Lair trilogy.
I'm back. He has 3 blades of grass in him now, and I left the front door open so he has some cool grass to look at.
If he makes any more noise, I'm seriously pouring a glass of water on him.
Don't you fucking dare!
He is a jerk.
Don't you fucking dare, Danny. Danny will not do any of that to Buttons, thank you.
I love buttons.
We love Buttons.
Shit.
Chad is yelling at you.
I love my kitty. I would never do anything to hurt him, even though he interrupted the stream for an hour running because he wanted grass.
You should have just let me get the grass.
Like, I'm streaming, I constantly want grass. Do I just go into the microphone, meow, meow? No. That's because I have values. Buttons does not. Christ almighty.
Don't worry, I will.
Anyway, while you were out, I was discussing how this game has really bizarre timing for its inputs, and that makes it way more difficult than other versions.
Gas, ass, or grass, no one streams for free. You're fucking done.
It's difficult to the point where even if you've done an input successfully before, that doesn't mean you can replicate that. So like this scene, I'm constantly dying even though I've done it before.
Didn't Brain Dead 13 also have incredibly close inputs that were a pain in the ass?
It was different in that case because it would register the correct input, and then if you pushed any other input after that, it would negate it. Like, it would just say you didn't do the input. So that had different problems. I totally hit up.
Keep getting slimed.
This game's garbage. For whatever reason, the long play that's on YouTube says this is one of the best ports of the game. And I'm here to tell you that's a bunch of bullshit. Do not play the Sega CD version of Dragon's Lair. Alright, now hit right at the exact right frame. And hit down at the right frame. And hit left. And then up. Sometimes that'll work.
The Arnold Rimmer says this is the worst port, not counting the NES game.
The NES game. What about the Game Boy game?
Oh, God.
Oh, there is a Game Boy platformer based on Dragon's Lair, which is actually a reskinned port of a ZX Spectrum game. And then there's the Game Boy Color Dragon's Lair, which is somehow a port of the original FMV Laserdisc game.
What?!
Yeah.
Are you fucking with me?
Hey, we did it.
Just want to say these snakes look cool. Well, thank you.
Hey, I did it.
Good job.
Yeah, the game's good now that I'm not dying.
Why the fuck was Dragon's Dragon's Lair on every goddamn system.
It was a game everyone recognized from back in the arcade days. It had that name recognition, it had that Don Bluth animation, and most of all, people paid a lot of money to license it. I'm gonna hit right, then up, maybe? Now right? Okay, it's right, up, right. But it all depends on if the game registers it.
Well, Dragon's Lair is on so many platforms and Time Gal is on so few is because Americans don't recognize art. MHO.
Hey, Time Gal's at least on Laser Active. Laser Active didn't get a Dragon's Lair port.
Wait, for reals? It seemed like the perfect platform for it.
Nuh-uh.
Damn.
Alright, you do have to hit up there. I'll give this a couple more attempts. Jesus. It's frustrating because you can have the move list right there and be pounding on those buttons and the game just will not listen to you.
I just want to see Don Bluth animating Time Gal, honestly.
Oh my god. I don't. I don't want to see that.
This Daphne-ass Time Gal just, like, constantly just... Oh, it's awful.
Ooh, no, a dinosaur!
This is hell, Danny.
Wee-hoo! Well, that was a bust. I was hoping I'd get a little bit further in the game than that, but that just goes to show you how badly this plays. Play this on any other system, please. It has continues, but that's about the only good part.
Well, there are cheats if you want to do them.
Dragon's Lair,
Mm-hmm.
a fantasy adventure where you become a valiant knight.
The cat leaves the house?
Did they?
Did you leave the door open?
I did. Did they walk out? Hold on.
You control the actions of a
I'm going to
daring
check and
adventurer
see if the
fighting
cat-
his way through the castle of a
I
dark
did not leave the screen door open.
treacherous monsters and
They just were pushing on the door, I guess.
in the mysterious caverns below the castle, your odyssey continues against
Buns did not leave. The door was just open a little bit so he could look at the outside, and apparently he wants out. And is jamming on the door, screaming, "Let me out!"
Alright, well there's a code to let the game play itself. Let's try
Okay.
that. First he has to die. So, no problem.
Can do.
Yeah, poor Reika. See, in a just world, we would be porting Time Gal and Road Avenger over and over again. Limited run games would do an HD Time Gal if they knew what's good for them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, yeah, Dead of the Brain got translated. That's a game we should play. That is a game I always hear when people talk about old Japanese PC games. The classic Dead of the Brain. Alright, here we go. Alright, game, play yourself. Since nobody can play you. Here we go. Perfect 1 credit clear by the computer. That's a perfect 1 credit clear from Dragon's Lair, Sega CD. Oh wait, it's gonna show us all the deaths too.
I guess so.
Okay. Arg! Well, this is one way of going through the game.
This is gonna take so long.
It would. I'm probably not going to do this then.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to play Dragon's Lair, good news. It's on just about every platform, including modern consoles. You can play this on Xbox One, Switch, PS4, PC. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it, any way you want it.
Yeah.
Now drink that potion, Dirk. Good.
Rip Dirk.
Best ending. Well, that game kind of fell on its face, so I think I have no choice but to go off the script a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try some unreleased games.
Ooh.
Let's start with Burning Fists, Force Striker.
I love it when the fists are burning.
There were several unreleased games for Sega CD. FMV games, fighting games. I believe this is a fighting game. Force Striker, aka Burning Fists. And, of course, this was released with courtesy of our friends at Good Deal Games. They who brought Citizen X to the Sega CD, fully licensed, paying all the actors for their appearances, just doing everything above board to bring these games to a retail release.
Mm-hmm.
This game was similar. They distributed it on CDRs with printed out labels.
Mm-hmm.
And long ago, you could go to the Classic Gaming Expo and pay a lot of money for these. Or you can just download the ISO.
Ah, let's see now.
All these characters are fucked up. Look at them. They're all messed up.
I like...
Vincent Longhead.
Same.
Alright, Vincent Longhead versus...
Hey, I'm Fish Guy!
Fish Guy. Alright, jump, speed, punch, defense, wise. Uh-oh, that guy's wiser than me.
Watch out.
And he has more fist power.
Listen, he may have more fists and more wisdom, but you have more fish and teeth.
Checking in on the Doppler radar. What? Come on. Start the dang game. We got Italy, we got Hong Kong, Japan, Denmark, Chile, Iraq, Kenya, and the USA.
USA. USA.
Yeah.
USA.
I like that screen was called the stage chooser.
Oh,
Oh, cool,
yeah.
we're at NASCAR.
We're having a fight at NASCAR. It sounds appropriate. Also, Denmark is missing. Don't choose it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, he's an Aztec warrior. Okay, that's cool.
Ah, that makes more sense.
Okay.
So anyone here familiar with this game? Any characters I should pick or things that I should look at in particular? Oh, cool, I'm just a fat guy. With a shirt that says Army on it.
U.S. Army.
Is this even 6-button? It is! This is a 6-button fighting game. A la Street Fighter. Alex, that car is massive. Look at that car.
That car is bigger than us.
Its wheels are bigger than my character.
Its wheels are bigger than God.
Alright, so this plays pretty quickly. Not so sure there's any moves implemented. I'm trying to do some.
Right.
But at least this is a very nice looking fighter.
I just don't think it's fair that that guy has a spear. I mean, that's very clearly a weapon.
Did you see my win pose? It was just like, what are you gonna do? Oh, it's even got that raster effect on the ground like Street Fighter does.
I like how no one's stopping this. Like, is this fight in the pit stop? Like, is this in the pit? Like, you two are his pit crew and you just had a beef or something?
Yeah, we were arguing.
Mm.
I said we should have 250 PSU tires. He said 260. So now I have to fight it out. I'm like, more PSU means more power, duh. Oh, there it goes! That was a working car! It wasn't just like a statue or something.
Again, it was like, yeah, it looked like you were in the...
My name
Wow! Wow!
100% Sega tasted.
Yes! I know our thumbnail.
Taste the Sega. The heavy tank beat a Challenger easily.
This owns.
God, I'm just in awe of his stomach. Just... Oh, he has animations! Yes!
Oh my god. He's Stormin' Norman.
Storm and Norman gained 400 pounds and entered the fighting tournament. Seriously, I'm just in awe over that gut, the way it hangs over his belt. That's detail, baby. That's America.
America's of guts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is by, the dev is Kaze on this. You may know them from...
Kaze?
Yeah.
Like pinball people?
Yes, and Zombie Nation, of course.
Dear God. Alright, so a couple years after this, Kaze would get some fame on the Sega Saturn by releasing games like Last Gladiators and Necronomicon, which is one of the better regarded pinball games from the era. On Super Nintendo, they did Super Pinball Behind the Mask. Personally, I'm not the hugest fan of their games, but they do have a unique aesthetic, and they tried to simulate the 3D pinball playfield at a time when that wasn't really done.
So where is this?
Italy?
Okay, fair enough. This looks like Vegas.
Yeah, see all those Italians back there?
I guess. I thought one of these guys looks like Clark Kent, but, you know.
He does, I noticed that. Dude, I like this move. If you want to win this game, get behind the other guy and then hit B.
Got it.
It'll do it every time. These matches best 3 out of 5? Such an odd game. Vincent Winner, every fan's #1 choice, 100% Sega tasted.
I love these magazines. I love him.
He's the best. We're gonna take him to victory.
What can you do?
We're coming for you, Italy!
Stop destroying Italy. We're in Hong Kong now. We're gonna blow it up too? Fuck
Oh,
it,
yeah.
why not? It's like, don't blow it up until I get to go to Hong Kong Disneyland first. Thank you.
Alex knows what's important.
And it is theme parks.
This plays better than I thought it would. I honestly would not have pegged Kaze to be a fighting game developer of all things.
Just want to say I love that dragon. The dragon's hollering. I love him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, ooh.
Is that the sound dragons make?
Yeah, we go, ooh.
Ooh.
Do not call Vincent your curvy wife.
Call me crazy, but they wouldn't let you big fat dudes into the army, right? Like, they have, like, requirements for health.
I mean, that's true. They do.
Maybe he's an army guy in the way that Bill Dauterive is an army guy.
So you mean the government experimented on him until he became fat and ugly?
Exactly. That's what happened. Oh, I got the infinite throw! It has an infinite throw!
Oh my god.
I'm doing the Guile handcuffs. I love this game. This is the best game we played so far today. It's all thanks to Vincent Winner.
Tasted by Sega.
It's a shame that Fighters Magazine had to pivot to video.
Yeah, but what can you do in this day and age of, you know, social media?
Alright, Hong Kong.
Goodbye, Hong Kong. I mean, it does seem pretty accurate for a member of the U.S. Army to go around, beat up a country, and then just blow it up.
Just rocket launcher it to smithereens.
This guy is dead!
We're fighting a Russian zombie in Japan.
Gotta fight someone.
Why didn't this get released? It's kind of incredible.
I think it was too good, honestly.
That could have been. Oh, he's little.
He's a baby!
Alright, infinite throw time.
Oh my god!
That's a 70% damage combo. Yo, you want to learn how to do a fucking infinite? Play this game. Don't suplex me. I'm the one who does the suplexing around here.
I believe in you, Danny.
Yeah, I got the moves. Oh, I don't know how to get the infinite to come out, but it's always a pleasant surprise when it does come out. I should note that my guy starts the match by taunting, and you can't get out of it.
That took like, what, 5 seconds?
Yep, murdered.
I looked at the screen and to hear about what they say, what the Polish word for underwear is on screen. I'm like, oh, okay. But then I look and you've already won.
He was Japan's last hope. Now I'm gonna roll my Humvee in there and take over.
I'm gonna missile the Tokyo Dome.
Other planned names for this game: Hustle Muscle and Real Fighters.
Hustle Muscle is a good name.
Hustle Muscle's kind of catchy. It's very Japanese, though. Anyway, we're going to Portland. It's where all our friends live.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to say that, because we're going to roll into town in our tank and our rocket launcher.
Loki is from Portland, thank you.
Loki, the Portland Protector, they call him. Actually, it looked more like Washington. Maybe we're in Seattle. We gotta go to that GameWorks. Here we are at the Seattle Foundry.
Is this like the Seattle Amazon warehouse?
They employ nothing but punks. Look at these dudes in the background. Oh, I found something even better than an infinite. If you jump behind them, they have to turn around before they can attack you. And you can easily get a throw-in before that. It's all about getting in close with this guy.
I love the way that U.S. Army is mirrored when his sprite moves that way, so it says like, Sumimar.
Suyimar.
Kick Loki's ass.
Oh, he's done. He's fucking done. This guy's done. Loki, never gonna be able to show your face here again.
Loki's fucking dead.
Man, I just gravitated towards the best character in the game, I guess. Oh, that pose is so good.
Vincent Winner.
I don't know, man. I just kept throwing him. Really wonder what he's saying.
He's saying, well, the other guy had a lot of fight, but I just wanted it more. And I was just a lot stronger. And now Seattle is gone.
Gonna have to find a different place for PAX now.
Alright, now in Chile.
Chile, don't think you're exempted. Chile has Masamune. Chile's national hero. You think they have chilies in Chile?
I think that'd be sad if they did.
Yeah.
And you know what sucks? I'm looking that up right now. I have to know. Let's see what Chili's is in the international market.
Oh, that head in the background. Its eyes started glowing.
So don't say that the Retro Pals won't teach you anything. Chili's international market.
Yeah, look up Chile baby back ribs. Barbecue sauce. Yeah, it's not Ryu. He even has the red hair, like from Street Fighter 1. So, in case you can't tell, this game has Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters Genesis Syndrome, which is to say, once you knock down a player, they're dead. Because you can just, what's the word? You can easily buffer into a throw as soon as they stand up, so there's no hope for them once they get knocked down. I assume that's something they'd fix in the final, but it's still pretty fun.
Foreign locations.
Olmec's gleaming eye.
I am so sad. It is not in Chile. However, Chili's is in Brazil, Costa Rica, Colombia, Ecuador, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Panama, Peru, and Venezuela. But not Chile.
Everywhere but Chile.
Pisses me off. This is my new political stance. Get Chili's into Chile.
Iraq's superhero is missing half of her costume.
Eh.
Like she has one leg, but not the other. Look at that! Only got one leg covered. Who do you think you are? Kaine from Nier?
Thank you, Go before the raid. We're talking about international locations of Chili's and why Chili's isn't in Chile.
Yeah, welcome everyone. This is an unreleased Sega CD game called Burning Fists, aka Force Striker, aka Hustle Muscle. And this game has a problem where once you knock down the other character, you can just get him in an infinite throw loop. And also, I'm the best character because I'm a big fat guy with a shirt that says U.S. Army.
There's no Chili's in the UK. I am so sorry to all our UK residents who don't get
Man.
The deliciousness of the appetizers that
Really,
can be found.
you're just missing out on culture, is what it is. Oh, I missed that throw. That's fine. Best character. I love Vincent Winter. What are you gonna do?
What can you do?
100% Sega tasted.
Oh, so you've got so you have Taco Bell in the UK. So you got Taco Bell in the UK.
Taco Bell's pretty good.
Taco Bell's
It's good that you got the Taco Bell.
Hold on, I'm gonna look up.
Well, I'm pretty sure the only remaining stage is in Denmark. No?
Kenya.
Okay, we get one more stage. Yeah, apparently from what people have said, the game is going to crash eventually. Oh? What's that?
古代ローマ時代、奴隷たちが血で血を洗う死闘を繰り広げたと言われる闘技場コロシアム。今再びその闘技場の門が開かれた。ただ一つの称号を得ようと
Oh my god.
熱きファイティングスピリットをその燃える拳に乗せて空手界の一匹狼正宗繰り出される技は彼の名の通り名刀の切れ味を持つ。
I don't know if I can beat this guy. He has a CG rendered Coliseum.
There's no way. He's being called Goose Howard, Kuma, Rao. He does look like Rao.
This is total Rao.
Okay, there's 39 Taco Bells in the UK. Alright. Enjoy your Taco Bell.
Come together again. If you want to challenge me, I'll be there. Burning fists.
Does it end on a cliffhanger?
Is that the end? Did we beat the game? Well, that's Burning Fists, I suppose. Some really nice art they made for this game. Shame it never got released.
Yeah.
Wow, lady.
Hell yes!
Me and the boys. Cracking open a cold one. Oh, well, that's it. That's Force Striker. You don't get to fight the final boss. You just get the honor of meeting him in Denmark. Or Kenya, rather.
Mm-hmm.
That's honestly a more complete game than I was even expecting. Yeah, all the characters are there. The moves, obviously unfinished, because there's infinite throw loops and all, but, I don't know, I'd try this out. It's decently entertaining. And besides, U.S. Army.
So what are the options in this game?
Let's find out. Just these. Oh, you can test the voices.
That's me. It's a little emo rar.
That's me.
Good beatboxing.
Alright, now that everyone's left the stream, let's go ahead and play our final game. This one's also unreleased. It's called Battle Frenzy.
I can't get over that.
His coconut gun. Yeah, that's how they made the DK rap. Now this one I know even less about. I don't think I've ever even booted this one up. So this will be a nice surprise. Yeah, it's a busy Monday. This is like, what, our 6th game?
Yeah, we've done a lot today.
And weirdly, none of them have crashed.
You're jinxing yourself, sweetie.
Right, Sega CD? Okay, there it goes. FP FPS? Man, I've really never played this. A Domark FPS? That is some Amiga ass shit right there. Alright, I'm pretty sure this game actually was released in Europe. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but this NTSC version was not released. Let's give it a shot. Ooh, ooh, oh, look at that.
Holy crap, it's a first-person shooter.
It's a footbus.
The S Band is coming to play a concert of farts. We're having a good time, Danny. Did it just say mine? Did you pick up a mine or did... Oh, whatever.
I'm not really sure.
We'll figure it out. Okay, it's got a map. I like that.
It's nice. That's actually on screen, too, which is pretty unusual for the time.
Alright, this was a Europe exclusive, but apparently the Mega Drive version came out on Sega Channel.
Oh, there was also a cartridge version. I see.
In the US is when it came. It came out in the US on the Sega Channel. Okay. Moby Games lists a 2003 Sega CD release for the USA. Danny?
They're incorrect. That does not exist.
I was gonna say, is this a good... That sounds like a Good Deal Games type situation if that actually happened or whatever.
If that happened, yeah, then it's through a third party. This did not get an official release.
The music decided to take a nap. Sorry.
Is there supposed to be music?
There was music and then it just went away.
Oh.
Oh god! It's robots.
Got him. Okay, this first-person engine doesn't look too bad. It does seem to use the Sega CD's scaling capabilities, though maybe not if there's a console version. Shh, it's very quiet. Alright, my gut is saying that this is better than Zero Tolerance. Maybe not better than some other first-person shooters, though. Is there music and I just can't hear it?
No, there's no music.
Oh, okay.
It's just beeping at this point.
And it's
Okay.
making cool sci-fi noises.
Alright, I'm checking out the German box art for Battle Frenzy.
That's the box art?
That's...
No wonder this didn't get released.
Jesus.
Okay, I found the strafe. Good news, everyone.
Super Fighter Team released this. That's what the credit is for.
Okay, so if it's Super Fighter Team, then they probably did get the actual license to the game, then. That's good. They do good work. They've done Magic Girl, they did Beggar Prince, and they typically work directly with these companies to get the games translated and released. Even if they're really obscure Taiwanese publishers, like Brandon at Super Fighter Team. He goes the extra mile. Can I not get past this? Okay, good. It's so lonely without the music.
I can make up music.
Oh, I should have just made tracks using the voice test from that last game. Alright, everyone, I'm no longer a streamer. I'm an EDM producer who makes tracks based on sound tests in old Sega Genesis games.
I am seeing two different... Some people are saying it's by Good Deal Games, this release, so I'm going to look this up. Good Deal Games... What is this? Battle Frenzy? Yeah. Let's see who released this.
Yeah, the Good Deal games are releases, I guess you could say. They're physical, they exist, but they are just CDRs on cheap printer paper.
Yep, it was Good Deal Games.
Yeah, what Good Deal Games does, or did, is they released games that they were pretty sure no one would give them shit for releasing, so... They just took ISOs, slapped them on a disc, and sold them at the Classic Gaming Expo.
Yeah, it looks like Good Deal Games was one to release Battle Frenzy, not Super Fighter Team, so they probably did not get any licenses.
Yeah,
or
probably
anything
not.
For this, no.
That's a shame.
Well,
These juicy sound effects.
you say these sound effects are moist?
They're a little moist. Not the first word I would use to describe them.
Yes, Tepid Snake, Good Deal Games were the ones who had the 2-page flyer asking you not to pirate their releases.
That's right.
They were very serious about their pirated games they were releasing for money, not being pirated by other people.
Uh-oh. Looks like we're about to blow up.
You may want to get out.
Yeah, Sega CD kind of a wild time, especially when people started pirating ISOs and selling them. Well, if nothing else, they were right. Nobody ever gave them shit for it.
That is true.
They were able to release Citizen X, fully uncensored.
And out of control.
Oh, you get hung up on walls in this game. Ugh.
Go, Danny, go.
Maybe you play a robot in this game, like a really clumsy one. That would make
Just constantly
sense.
smacking into walls.
Mm-hmm. Self-destruct. Uh-oh. I'm screwed.
Like, I don't know how to deal with that.
Why would they build a clumsy robot? Just to make the
It
humans
takes-
feel better about themselves?
Yes, it takes all kinds, Danny.
Takes a village to build a robot.
It's true. That village is Seattle.
Well, I hope the exit's over here. Oh, it's not.
Rip to Danny.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Did you just go...
That's it? I wanted something more dramatic than that. Well, at least it started me right before the boss, so I can try that again.
Okay.
Would have been nice to see this on the Sega CD here in the States. Not many first-person shooters. In fact, not any I can think of. This would have been on its own.
Yeah, like, that wasn't a really explored... Weirdly enough, the first-person shooter wasn't super explored until in, like, Sega CD and a lot of other CD-ROM systems until, like, oh god.
It started to take off on 32X,
Mhm.
and then by the time PlayStation rolled around, it was a legit genre. But at this point, people were still struggling just to port Doom. Much less create entirely new things.
Go, Danny, go.
Alright, I'm doing way better this time.
Maybe you should go to the right there? I mean, the left?
Maybe. Thought I saw one other exit, though.
Okay.
Like down here.
Yeah, I think, yeah, let's try there. Go, Danny, go.
Oh, I'm stuck on the wall! Okay, I'm back at the beginning. Is that it?
Yeah, the timer went away, so it should be... Alright!
Hey!
Nice, nice, nice.
I beat a level of a video game.
We're very proud of you. I knew you could do it one day.
All we had to do was go through 6 games. Hey, I beat Burning Fists, at least.
You did. You cheesed
I beat it
but-
entirely legit.
Fair, I guess it's not cheesing it to... Yeah.
Now loading. Level 2. Here it is.
Hey, music's back.
This music's cool.
Music is cool.
This is what they call robot rock.
Is it like jock jams, but for robots?
Uh-huh. Like there's a robot voice that occasionally goes, "It's awesome, baby!"
This is what's playing in R2-D2's AirPods.
Oh, we got a beat now.
Oh, I'm into it.
You know, this is okay. Way back in the day, I rented Zero Tolerance, and I thought it was okay. If I rented this, I probably would have thought the same. They put a decent amount of work into this, and it runs okay.
Let's see, JP Ronnie says Dick Vitale's Battle Frenzy, thank you. Electric Boogaloo mentions this was designed by Jim Blackler and Joe Groombridge, the director of the Sega Saturn exclusive Crime Wave.
Oh, Crime Wave. That is a game I've meant to play someday. Okay, now the frame rate's kind of tanking, now that I have to fight 2 enemies.
Chad also calling this a B-tier New Order 12-inch. Yeah.
Yeah, kinda. Sort of like Blue Monday if they never got to the actual song. They just kept playing the intro. Another boss. It's the same boss as the first stage.
Calling this Red Monday? I think more like... This game has like that brown kind of aesthetic that was going to come to FPSs eventually. It's very...
Yeah, this is way more colorful than those.
That's true.
But I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's more brown than, say, Wolfenstein.
Alright, we gotta escape. This part to me seems unnecessary. I don't see how this makes the game more fun. Was killed by an orchestra hit.
What's with these orchestra hits?
Oh no, Rick Wakeman's invading us from the other game.
Get out! Get out! The orchestra hits are becoming louder!
Did I ever tell you about the owner of a lonely heart? It goes like this.
Oh god, the music's getting louder, getting faster.
I'm stuck on the walls.
I heard another orchestra hit!
I'm being chased by him. Sound like there's a Konami arcade game behind us.
I believe in you, Danny. You're almost there.
Yes!
You made it.
And now we rave. Robot rave.
Robot candy necklaces.
The music in this game's awesome. I just like to think it's the main character, like, listening to it through his headphones.
Again. Yeah.
And you're loaded into what's pretty much the exact same level. Let me try losing one more life. I want to see what the game over screen looks like, and then we'll call it. Robots are big and beefy. Look at them, they all got six-packs.
They are beefy boys.
So this game has its positives. It's fairly unique here on Sega CD. Pretty well executed. Shame it wasn't released here in the States, but what can you do? Alright, show me that game over screen. Oh. Oh shit, now it's hardcore techno time.
Fucking drum and bass robots!
Yeah, get those neon robot pacifiers ready. That's pretty good.
Alright.
My power level is 6775. Oh, and it's, as...
Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Everything can celebrate Pride Month. Entering the name as on initials. Anything you want it to be. Well, that was an all-over-the-place edition of Sega CD Monday. We saw a first-person shooter, a couple FMV games, a robot rave, an unreleased fighting game. It's all here on Sega CD. Go check it out sometime. It is one of the best systems. Oh, there's a story!
Oh crap, hold on.
Hang on. Okay,
Hold on, sorry.
It takes place in 2049. It destroyed a moon base.
Mm-hmm.
Earth shot the thing with a laser beam.
Oh my god!
This art is awesome.
Holy shit!
It's also-
Master Chief doing the fucking
It's also
praising
Amiga
the
as hell.
Lord.
Raise your hands up in the air.
You've been completely wiped out.
The ship is towed. We called a tow truck.
Look at this guy!
All the art in this game is somehow the most Amiga thing I've ever seen, which makes sense, it's Domark.
No, I guess I was Doom Guy and not Master Chief. Sorry. Rip to Doom Guy. Oh, plasma nodes.
It sort of looks like it takes place in the same universe as Subterranea, a Genesis game with a similar look. Alright, we gotta go back to the main starship and destroy the plasma nodes.
Red Amafords calls this stupid descent.
Pretty much.
Got a chip put into your head. That sucks. I don't want any chips in my head.
Do your best, Marine, or Earth will be destroyed.
Cool.
We burned you a mix CD full of all the 90s hits. Many artists inspired by the likes of Crystal Method, as well as, Dust Brothers. Wait, that's the same people. Never mind. All these people are credited by their first names. Okay, I see a second name there. What an odd game.
It definitely is a little bit odd.
Thanks, Domark.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. And with that, we are done. Thanks for watching more Sega CD games with us. We have a whole lot more in store for the weeks ahead. But still, we're making good progress. Like halfway through the US release library. We'll get there one of these days. And I hope you'll join us for that.
I hope so too.
So we'll be back on Wednesday with what our patrons voted to see. And the console that won this week's showcase is the PC Engine Duo.
Ooh.
So look forward to a lot of TurboGrafx/PC Engine goodness coming this Wednesday. Going to be a whole lot better than last week's Rob Schneider stream, I promise you that. Because it's PC Engine, the system with no bad games.
Not a single damn one.
Not a damn one. We've also been busy elsewhere on the internet. You can go to YouTube right now to see a brand new episode of PlayStation Year Zero, our documentary series about the original PlayStation. This one covers From Software and the original Kingsfield. It even delves a little bit into what From Software did before they got into console games development, and if you didn't know, you will never be able to guess. So go watch the video to find out what that was.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
It is pretty incredible.
You can also go to patreon.com/retropals, pitch in as little as $1, and you can get a brand new episode of our podcast, which is out today. It's all about the Sega MegaNet, the Sega Channel, and other early downloadable console game providers. A long discussion, lots of bad jokes. You
Tons
know
of
us.
them.
That's just what we do. Alex, finish this up. I'm going to look for a host.
All right, we are also on Twitter at twitter.com/retropalshq. That's where we post when we have new YouTube videos up, when we go live, whatever awful things or amazing things you put in our mentions that we feel the need to share. Some of it's kind of great.
Today we learned that Bart plus 007 minus Kermit equals Gex, according to an old magazine ad. Thanks to Blab for that.
And let's see, I think and we are also on Discord. Let me put our Discord link in here. It's a good place, cool place. And if you want to see long, full archives of our streams, just straight up full archives, and you don't want to see this on Twitch, we do have an archive channel where we post full archives, aside from the intermissions, of our Wednesday stream. So check out the archive if you want all that good stuff. Why is there a foot on my fucking timeline?
It's time to go.
It's chat. Sorry, it's not timeline. Whatever.
People oh man, is that Bart Pig?
Bart Pig?
Bart Pig is more cursed than a foot.
This is all cursed.
Well, thanks for the cursed day. Thanks for joining us to play Sega CD games. I'm going to leave y'all with our pal Real Soviet Bear, who is playing the recently released Team Sonic Racing.
Ooh.
This is a game I want to get my hands on. I'm waiting for a price drop, though. It looks pretty neat. Looks like a solid follow-up to All-Stars Racing Transformed, from what I've seen. Yeah, good game. Go cheer him along. Join him in singing Can You Feel the Sunshine, since this is a follow-up to Sonic R. And we'll see y'all on Wednesday. Thanks for watching.
See ya, folks.